Welcome to the bustling metropolis of New Capenna. Which family will earn your allegiance? The obscure, gifted magicians who believe information is power. The maestros, elite assassins who treat crime as an art form. The riveteers who always finish the job. The cabaretti, the party monsters whose fun isn't free. Or the brokers, the demonic lawyers who will always make you read the fine print. Whomever you choose, crime will always pay. Hello everyone, my name is Elspeth, you're watching the Planeswalker Pantheon. Today we're opening up a whole draft booster box of Streets of New Capenna, the latest set from Magic the Gathering. Let's get to this, shall we? I don't know how much more talking you want me to do in regards to this, but let's get into it. So we'll crack this box. There's some beautiful Mixel's art right there on the lid. I mean, really, let's be real, he's the adversary. We don't know who he really is. Alright, carefully pop that. So we've got another wonderful gala greeters, as well as a little thing talking about the draft archetypes of New Capenna and about the families. We will very carefully peel that off and put that to the side below us. So there's our box topper. But let's get to the actual fun at hand, shall we? Alright, put that to the side. Alright, first up. Nothing like good old Japanese boosters, or Japanese style. We've got our wonderful fish. We've got a beautiful full art swamp. We've got a full wrecking crew. And our rare is Getaway Car. So for 3 mana, get an artifact vehicle, it's a 4/3 haste. When it attacks or blocks, return up to one target creature that crewed at this turn to its owner's hand. You can crew it for 1. I was playing this a couple of weeks ago. I did not read that it was up to 1, so you didn't actually have to necessarily return the creature back to your hand. Alright, so that's our rare there, and we will flick through these uncommons. So we've got Stimulus Package, Pie Sledge, Arsonist, and Syndicate Infiltrator, and the rest are all commons here, which we don't really care about. Next up, got a Citizen Token, got a regular mountain, and our rare is Park Heights Pegasus. So for green and white, get a creature Pegasus. It's a 2/1 flying and trample. When deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If you had 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn. We have a Metropolis Angel. We've got a Nimble Arsonist in the Golden Age frame, and a Luxurious Libation as our uncommon to this pack. And we will flick through. We've got a Waterfront District in the Golden Age frame as well. Always nice to get those. Alright, next up. Again, we have more citizens. We have a regular planes, and our rare. It's actually a 4 rare for the box. It's the Mysterious Limousine. So for 3 and 2 white, an artifact vehicle, it's a 4/4. When enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 other target creature until a Mysterious Limousine leaves the battlefield. If a creature is put into exile this way, return each other card exiled with the limousine to the battlefield under its owner's control, and crew it for 2. And our other rare is Workshop War Chief. So for 3 and 2 green, you get a creature, Rhino Warrior with Trample. It's a 5/3. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. When it dies, you create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. You can blitz it for 4 and 2 green. We have a Sweeping Protector, Fatal Grudge, and Call in a Professional as our uncommons. And we will flip through. We've got a Racer's Ring in the Golden Age frame too. Alright, next up. More citizens. Got a normal swamp. Got a foil hold for ransom, and our rare. We have a Skiing Fence in the alt art. So for white and a blue, you get a creature human citizen, so 2/3. When enters the battlefield, you may choose a non-land permanent. Activated abilities of the chosen permanent can't be activated. It has all the activated abilities of the chosen permanent except for loyalty abilities. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate those abilities, and we've got that in the cool alt frame. We also have a Cleanup Crew, Cement Shoes, and Rob the Archives as our uncommons. We've got a Masked Band. This is probably like my favourite Golden Age artwork in this set by far. It's almost not even close. Alright, next. Got an Ogre Warrior. Ooh, pretty plains. And our rare is Avon Heartstabber. So for blue and a black, you get a 1/1 with flying. As long as there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+2 and has Death Touch. And when it dies, mill 2 cards, then draw a card. We have a Voice of the Vermin, Illicit Shipment, and Security Rocks as our uncommons as well. Oh, and a Tramway Station as another one of our Golden Age cards as well. Next, we have a lovely bit of treasure. We have a Cool Plains, and our rare is an Unlicensed Hearse. So for 2 mana, you get a Star Artifact Vehicle. Tap, exile up to 2 cards from a single graveyard. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards exiled with it, and you can crew it for 2. We have a Rogue's Gallery, Refuse to Yield, and a Disciplined Duelist as our uncommons. Flick through these. Botanical Plaza as one of our Golden Age cards. Next up, we have a Rhino Friend, a normal forest, and a rare. Oh, it's actually in the Golden Age frame. It's Lord Xander the Collector. So for 4 blue, black, and red, you get a legendary creature, Vampire Demon Noble, to 6/6. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand, rounded down. When he attacks, defending player mills half their library, rounded down. And when he dies, target opponent sacrifices half from the non-land opponents they control, rounded down. That's a really nice way to go. And we've got a Dying of the Masses Fairy Vandal. Nice to see that as a reprint. And Cornelia Glamour Thief as our uncommons. Alright, and we will skip through the rest of these commons. But man, that Zen is a nice pickup. I might build a commander deck. I might be that asshole. Who knows? Nah, I'm too nice. So I think I'll probably build, what's her name? From, I can't think of it. Got a treasure, got an island, and our rare is another mythic. It's Vivian on the Hunt. So for 4 and 2 green, get a legendary Planeswalker Vivian with starts at 4 loyalty. +2, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed creature's mana value. Put onto the battlefield and shuffle. +1, mill 5 cards and put any number of creature cards milled this way into your hand. Then -1 to create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. A Refined Silencer, Corleone Professional, and Cabaretti Charm as our uncommons. And flick through the rest of these in case there's anything cool. Alright, next up. Queen My Chase. I'll probably build Queen My Chase before I build Xander. Oh, there's another pop-art token for me to have fun with later. Got a basic mountain, and our rare is Broker's Ascendancy, or more like Broken Ascendancy. So for green, white, and blue, you can enchantment, and beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. Yeah, that's perfectly fair, right? We've got a Freelance Muscle, slip out the back and out of the way as our uncommons. And we'll flick through these commons real quick. There's nothing cool there. Strangle's easily one of the best removal cards in Limited at the moment, I think. Alright. Got a token that means absolutely nothing to me. We have a cool Full Art Forest. And we've got a Master's Ascendancy. So for the blue, black, and red enchantment, once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard by sacrificing a creature, in addition to paying its costs. Other costs. If a spell cast this way would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. So it basically gives all your spells a casualty. Refined Silencer, Ballroom Brawlers, and Involuntary Employment as our uncommons. And we'll flip through the last. We've got a Glamorous Outlaw in the Golden Age frame. I always feature the Golden Age frames whenever they come up, even if they're commons. I'm going to probably see them a ton. Next up, we have yet another Citizen. We have a cool Full Art Mountain, and our rare is the Taurus Envoy. So for 1 black, red, and green, get a creature Viashino Warrior to 5/4 trample. When it does combat damage to a player, look at the top card of your library. You may play a land card from the top of your library, or cast a spell with a mana value less than or equal to the damage dealt from the top dealt from the top of your library without paying its mana cost. If you don't, put that card into your hand, and you can blitz it for 2 and black, red, and green. We have a glittering stockpile, crew captain, and a whack. A whack. Flick through the commons. Alright, next up. We got a cat token. I've never actually seen the cat tokens for this set. I know where they come from, but I've never seen the token. Got a cool full art island. And our rare is Reservoir Kraken. Reservoir Kraken. So for a 2 and 2 blue, you get a creature Kraken. It's a 6/6 with trample and ward 2. At the beginning of each combat, if it's untapped, any opponent may tap an untapped creature they control. If they do, tap the Kraken and create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. If this creature can't be blocked. We have a Tainted Indulgence, Fairy Vandal, and Season Soloist as our uncommons. We'll go Skybridge Towers in the Golden Age frame. Alright, next right on up. Speaking of fish tokens, there's a fish there. Alright, we've got a normal island, and our rare is Evolving Door. So for 2 and a green, you get an artifact. 1 tap and sacrifice a creature. Count the colours of the sacrificed creature, then search your library for a creature card that's exactly that many colours plus 1. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast the exiled card. Activate only as a sorcery. We have a Voice of the Vermin, a little chat. We've got a Brazen Upstart in the Golden Age frame as well. And we will flick through the rest of these. Alright. Next up, we have an Ogre Warrior, a regular forest, and our rare is Sanguine Spy. So for 2 and a black, you get a 2/3 creature vampire rogue with menace and lifelink. 1, sacrifice another creature with the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 5 or more mana values from 1 cards in your graveyard, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. We have an Exotic Pets, Arc Splitter, and Riveteer's Charm. I've had times where I've had a shield count. I was playing like a band, sort of kind of brokers, but not necessarily. Where I had Exotic Pets, I had +1/+1 counters and shield tokens, and I'll tell you, 4 powered instant speed that can't be blocked is a hell of a clock. And then chuck the shield tokens on top, and that's quite a thing. Because I don't want to use removal spells on your tiny fish. Alright, next up. But I was pretty reliably able to get them, at least with the +1/+1 counters. Actually, with the shield counters, sorry. Alright, so we have a Citizen, we have a regular Swamp, and our rare is Ledger Shredder. That's a good bit of alliteration there. So for 1 and a blue, you get a creature Bird of Light. It's a 1/3 flying. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Ledger Shredder connives. Alright, and we have a Riveteer's Decoy, or Corleone Glamour Thief in the Golden Age frame, and a Wing Shield Agent as our uncommons. Civil Servant's also very good if you happen to be in Bant, or even in Bant or Cabaretti, because there's brokers or Cabaretti. Alright, so we've got Citizen, normal Swamp, and our rare is actually a mythic. It's even the score. So the X and triple blue again instant. This spell costs triple blue less to cast if an opponent has drawn 4 or more cards this turn. Draw X cards. Got a Tavern Swindler, Illuminated Virtuoso, and a Windshield Agent as our uncommons. And we'll flip through the rest of those. Alright, next. What's better than 1 fish? 2 fish. Got a basic forest, and our rare is Ognus the Dragon's Lash. So for 1 hybrid Rakdos red hybrid Gruul, you get a legendary creature via Shin War. It's a 3/3 with haste. Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, create a tapped treasure token. Got a Graveyard Shift, Refuse to Yield, and a Maestro's Charm as our uncommons. Body Drop is such a good name. There's a lot of good names in this set, I'm not going to lie to you. Ready to Rumble as well, I just saw right at the back there. Next up. I love this set. I'm just happy he's drafting regularly. I haven't been able to come in recently, but the 2 drops I have done come in first place, so I know this set, I think, pretty well. We have a Swamp, and we've got a foil Scuttling Butler, and our rare is Toller's Clever Conductor. So for Hybrid Azorius, Blue, and Hybrid Demir, you're a legendary creature human rogue. It's a 3/1. When enters the battlefield, it connives. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile them from your graveyard. When Toller's dies, put cards exiled with it into their owner's hand. We have an Angelic Observer, Riveter's Requisitioner, and a Fatal Grudge as our uncommons. And I think I did see a Golden Age card right at the back there. It's Shattered Seraph. I love this frame so much. Alright, next. We have a copy token for Jaxus, I believe. Got a basic plains, a foil basic plains, and our rare is Extraction Specialist. So for 2 and a white, get a creature human rogue. It's a 3/2 with lifelink. When Extraction Specialist enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control the Extraction Specialist. We have a Suspicious Bookcase, Maestro's Charm, and a Pugnacious Pugilist as our uncommons. And we will flick through the rest of these. Lightermark's also very good. Oh, there's also a Strangle in there, so it's 2 very strong red removal cards in that pack that I was drafting. Another token we may have fun with later. Got a Full Art Forest. We have a Mythic, it's Meaty of the Five. So for 3 and the full Wooburg, you get a sorcery. Exile the top 10 cards of your library. You may cast spells with exactly 3 colours from among them this turn. Add double Wooburg. Spend this mana to only cast spells with exactly 3 colours. We have a Little Chat, Pugnacious Pugilist, and Quasar Augur of Agonies as our uncommons. And we'll flick through the rest of these. Alright. Next up, we have a 2/2 rogue. We have a Full Art Forest, and our rare is Tenacious Underdog. So for 1 and a black, you get a creature human warrior. It's a 3/2. You can blitz it for 2 and 2 black and paying 2 life, and you may cast Tenacious Underdog from your graveyard using its blitz ability. We have a Bouncer's Beatdown, an Offer You Can't Refuse, and a Mage's Attendant as our uncommons. And we'll flick through the rest of these commons. Alright, next up. Yeah, but I love this. I've been enjoying this set, honestly. We've got yet another Citizen, a regular basic mountain, a full Winged Shield Agent, and our rare is Ginny Faye, Jetmir's Second. So for Hybrid Ghoul, Grand, and Hybrid Selesnya, you get a legendary creature Elf Druid. It's a 3/3. If you create 1 or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 Grand Cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 Grand Dog tokens with vigilance. Note, if you are doing this with tapped trap tokens, they will also come to play tapped. It's a thing I saw on Arena come to play, which is pretty interesting. We have a Ceremonial Groundbreaker, Knockout Blow, and Mr. Orifer the Boulder as our uncommons. And we will flick through the rest of these. Alright, next. There's another token we don't care about. Got a basic plains. We have a foil Attended Socialite. Or we have Jaxus the Troublemaker. So for 3 and a red, you get a legendary creature human warrior. It's a 2/3. Red, tap and discard a card. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. You gain haste, and when this creature dies, draw a card. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. We can blitz Jaxus out themselves, and you can pay for 1 and a red. Sorry. And we've got a Take to the Streets, Glittering Stockpile, and Riveter's Requisitioner as our uncommons. Alright, next up. Little party never hurt nobody. Yeah, I just got big Great Gatsby vibes when I saw the previews for this set coming through. We have another Citizen, another basic island, and our rare is Sparrow's Headquarters, so they completed the cycle of Triomes. For this one, it's a Forest, Plains, and Island. You can tap for green, white, or blue, and it's a battlefield tap, or you can cycle it away for 3. We have an Unlucky Witness. We have a Corpse Appraiser in the Golden Age frame, and a Scuttling Butler as our uncommons, and we'll flick through the rest of these. Alright, next one up. More citizens to populate our streets of a regular basic swamp. And we have a Japanese garden. This is the Naya one. I won't read through it because we literally just went through the Spire's headquarters, but this is the Naya one. Rogues Gallery, Citizens Crowbar, Riveteer's Charm in the Golden Age frame. And we will flick through, we'll go Racer's Ring as well in the Golden Age frame. Alright. But yeah, I've really been digging this set. It's very much my vibe. I know I said that about Kamigawa because I love Japan and Japanese culture, but this is a different vibe on its own. We have, 2-2 Spirit. I actually haven't seen this token yet either. A regular basic forest, and our rare is Endless Detour. So for green, white, and blue, you get an instant. The owner of target spell, non-land permanent, or card in a graveyard puts it on top or bottom of their library. Got a Take to the Streets, Brass Knuckles, and Elegant Entourage as our uncommons. And we will flick through the rest of these. Alright, next turn up. Got a Citizen, got a Full Art Mountain, we've got a foil Toller's Clever Conductor. I've already read him, so we won't go through it again, but nice to know we got the foil. And our other rare is a Shakedown Heavy. So for 2 and a black, you get a creature ogre warriors a 6/4 with menace. When it attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If they do, untap the Shakedown Heavy and remove it from combat. They can only do this for so long. Got a Grizzly Sigil, Hypno Grifter, and a Quasar Augur of Agonies as our uncommons. And we will flick through the rest of those. Alright, next one up. Got another copy token, a regular basic mountain, a foil Paragon of Modernity, and our rare is Hostile Takeover. So for 2 blue, black, and red, get a sorcery. Up to 1 target creature has base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. Up to 1 other target creature has base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. Then Hostile Takeover deals 3 damage to each creature. Got a Nightclubber, Public Enemy, and Lengara the Magpie as our uncommons. We'll go Spire's Adjudicators as our Golden Age frame. Murders at common as well. Alright, next. Oh, that's nice. We have a 3/3 Angel with Flying. I think that comes from Elspeth, if I remember correctly. Got a normal basic forest. Ooh, we have a Hostile Takeover, but in the Golden Age frame. I won't read it because we literally just had it. But that's cool. It's a cool bit of artwork to see right there. We have a Stimulus Package, Whack, and Obscure Charm as our uncommons. And, Glamorous Outlaw, also the Golden Age frame as well. Alright, next on up. We have some lovely treasure, a normal basic, and we've got a foil Bouncer's Beatdown, and our rare is another mythic, it's Body Launderer. So for 2 and 2 black, you get a creature ogre or rogue, it's a 3/3 Death Touch. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, it connives. When Body Launderer dies, return another target non-rogue creature card with equal or lesser power from your graveyard to the battlefield. We have a Venom Connoisseur, Psychic Pickpocket, and Broker's Charm in the Golden Age frame. And we will flick through the rest of these. Alright, next one up. Got some more treasure. Got a Full Art Island right there. And our rare is Shadow of Mortality. So for 13 and 2 black, get a creature avatar to 7/7. If your life total is less than your starting life total, this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the difference. We have a Tainted Indulgence, Citizen's Crowbar, and Torch Breath as our uncommons. And we'll flick through the rest of these in prize fight. There's so many good names in the set. You can really tell they sort of went in on some of them. Next up, we've got more fish, normal basic, and our rare is fight rigging. So tuna green, again, it has tuna green for an enchantment. It has hideaway 5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control a creature with power of 7 or greater, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Got a Bouncer's Beatdown, Brass Knuckles, and Torch Breath as our uncommons. I'm kind of upset, I won't lie, that they only had hideaway on a cycle of enchantments. I like the mechanic, honestly, and I'm kind of sad that they only restricted it to that cycle of 5 enchantments. We've got some more treasure, some more lovely halo, normal basic forest, and our rare is Rigo Streetwise Mentor, again in the Golden Age frame. So for hybrid Selesnya, white, and hybrid Azorius, we have legendary creature Cat Citizen. It's a 2/2, enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. Whenever you attack a player or planeswalker with one or more creatures with power 1 or less, draw a card. We have a Forge Boss, Sleep with the Fishes, and Rocco Cabaretti Caterer as our uncommons. And we will quickly flick through the rest of these. Man, we are nearly done with the box. I can't believe how quick this box is gone. Alright. Again, another token for me to have fun with later. A normal basic planes. We have a Professional Facebreaker, so for 2 already, get a creature human warrior, it's a 2/3 menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Sacrifice a treasure, exile the top card of your library, you may play that card this turn. We have a Duskmangler, which I actually, in draft, copied this with the blue coin in the set, which is pretty fun because I didn't have to, because I wasn't casting, I was copying it, I just got the benefits. Patch Up and Rumo Gatherer are our uncommons, and we will flick through. Jewel Thief is a very good common, by the way. Alright. Nearly done. This is actually the second last pack. I didn't realize how quickly this had gone by. Once again, a token that means absolutely nothing to us. We have a Full Art Swamp, and our rare is Oops, sorry, that's a rare that's meant to be there. Full Art Swamp, and Rabble Rising. So for 4 and a white, you get an enchantment, Hideaway 5. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Then if you control 10 or more creatures, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Got a Hypnotic Grifter, Mr. Ortho the Boulder in the Golden Age frame, Scuttling Butler as our uncommons, and we will flick through the rest of these. This is actually, believe it or not, the last pack. I can't believe we went through this whole box so quickly. I'm kind of sad that it's gone that fast, to be honest. So let's end it with a bang. Let's end a bang, shall we? Alright, again, another token we don't care about. Basic Planes. And we've got a foil Celestial Regulator. And we have our Maestro's Diabolus. So for blue, black, and red, you get a creature of Vampire Warrior. It's a 1/4 Death Touch and Haste. When it attacks, if you don't control a Devil token, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red Devil creature token. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Graveyard Shift, Courier's Briefcase, and Obscura Charm are our uncommons. And we'll flick through the last of these. Rakish Revelers in the Golden Age frame as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. It lets people know that we exist, that I exist, and I'm making content. You can follow me on Twitter. Links are down below. You can also find us at the Planeswalker Pantheon. Links are also down below. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time.